Day 3 of the Quake V Crunch experiment. I haven't eaten anything yet today, which is kind of weird, considering I didn't go to work. But I woke up not feeling very hungry. Probably has a lot to do with the fact that I had a few drinks last night, and my macros. But I usually don't want to eat very much. I'm the opposite of most people. I don't wake up craving like greasy food anymore. I used to, back in the day. But to get this show on the road, because I'm a little behind schedule, I'm gonna start eating my Captain Crunch. I gotta run a couple quick errands before I hit the gym, that should put me there right at half an hour after finishing this little ball. But speaking of not being someone who wants greasy food after they drink anymore, I actually came into today with a plan about what I was going to talk about, which is my old eating and fitness habits and patterns and things like that. I used to be very misguided and ignorant when it came to things. And this little rant comes, this thought that I was considering, first thing, I don't have a TV. I know, I live in the fucking Stone Age. But, as many of you know, this Sunday is the Super Bowl. I do have to work. I have to work during the game. But, I was considering when I got off work, going to the gym. It's supposed to be my off day, if things go accordingly, and just doing cardio so I could watch the game on the TV. And when I was thinking about this, I realized it's not going to work out because by the time I get off work, the game will be over, etc. Whatever. But I thought this thought came to me, is that I fucking hate cardio. I hate traditional cardio, which is funny because when I first became fitness minded, all I did was cardio. It hours on the treadmill, hours on that fucking elliptical. There's a full body workout. And this I hate cardio thing came into my head. But I do. I really do. I think it's mind-numbing to sit on a bike inside for an hour or upwards of an hour every day to try and lose weight, which is a phrase that I hate because you don't want to lose weight. You want to lose fat, and you want to, maintain some lean body mass, or else you'll be skin and bones. So, I was thinking about why I hate cardio. And I hate it because it's mind-numbing. And I hate it because when I was doing only cardio, it just led to this whole idea that nutrition didn't matter if I was running. And that's like one of the dumbest things I could have thought, because I did lose weight when I did this. I went from about 147 pounds to like 125 in a very short period of time. And people were like, "You look great, you lost, you look so thin." And I was like, "Yeah, that's awesome. I feel like shit though." And for a while, when I was doing this, I was still, eating whatever I wanted, which, that's fine, but in eating whatever I wanted, I lost a lot of muscle. Not to say that I had very much muscle, but, I wish that I had, before, really good before and after photos of this transformation. Which I don't, because I was chubby my freshman year in college. Pretty chubby. I got, I hit about 1:30 then, and then I took time off from school for some dodgy reasons. Lost a lot of weight because I was shuffling back and forth. Again, very, very unhealthy about it. Fast weight drop just from not eating enough. From bouncing back and forth and not really having a game plan. Went back to college. And then my sophomore year is when I got kind of fat. I hit the highest I think I've ever weighed. And I, even just by looking at myself, not even checking out the scale. From eating Chipotle all the time, going to Perkins and all of these things, you know, what have you. And then got really into environmentalism and really into being much more mindful about how I live my life, what I was consuming, what I was eating, what I was doing on a day-to-day basis. And I wanted to be as strong in body as I was becoming, I thought, in mind. And how did I do this? I started running on a fucking treadmill for like 60 minutes at a time. Okay, not straight, because I still can't do that. But, you know, doing cardio, 60 minutes, every day, day in and day out. And eating very, very poorly in terms of getting my nutrients in and things like that. But, that's why the flyers on campus said, you know, cardio will help, eat this way, do these things, yeah. Why good? And then I remember in high school that I really, really loved my strength and conditioning class that I took my sophomore year. I loved lifting weights and I liked how it made me feel. I liked seeing numbers progress. I liked how, you know, I felt strong. It was something that was all about me and, you know, I was only competing with myself. I'm not a big fan of trying to say that I'm better than somebody. I talked about this in the last vlog. So I started picking up some weights. But no full body, no compound lifts, no. Despite knowing, well, actually that's not even true, because when I was in strength and conditioning, we didn't talk about the benefits of doing squats or doing things like cleans and all of them. So I had a lot, you know, I had experience with that. I did a whole year of strength and conditioning training in high school, and I was about the same weight that I am now. I wish that I still had my numbers from then to compare, but that's another tangent. But I didn't really know why we did squats. We didn't, you know, really do deads, which you know, it's fine. We did do cleans. We did do power cleans then, but nobody, like, told me why these were important things to do. And we didn't talk about nutrition at all. We didn't talk about any of that. In fact, the reason I think I got fat when I was in college is because I ate the exact same way that I did in high school. When I was skating, when I was lifting. And I was like, oh, it's fine, you know. But, no. Activity decreased. Calories stayed the same. I gained weight. And I was always chubby as a kid. So I'd be interested to know, like, you know, actually think about what my metabolism is. But, point of the full rant is I hate cardio because I hate the way that it's kind of sold as the solution to being healthy, to being fit. When in reality, if you're not eating right and you're not doing other, you know, weight training exercises, it doesn't mean that you have to be into, you know, powerlifting or bodybuilding or whatever, what have you. But the fact of the matter is, if you want to be fit, it's not just about losing weight. It's about losing fat while also maintaining lean body mass. You know, people applaud people who drop 20, 30 pounds in a very short period of time. And to be fair, if they are obese or very overweight to begin with, they have a lot more fat to lose. But when somebody is, you know, me going from 145 pounds to 125 pounds in not even a handful of months, really, it's not ideal. But basically, to summarize, I hate traditional cardio. I think that there are more effective ways for losing fat. You can decrease your calorie intake. You could start, you know, lifting weights and not doing cardio, and then just the same thing, decreasing calories. You know, it's all about calories in, calories out. Like last night, at work, I helped out with a wine tasting, and passing out crackers. This lady was like, I need to see the nutritional info. All right. And she looked at it, she said, oh my God, there's so much fat in this cracker. Well, for 2 crackers, there's 90 calories from fat. You need fat to live. And she was like, no, all fat's bad. I have this conversation every day. You know, moderation, you need fat in your diet. You know, if you know what your target goals are, it's not a big deal. Like, information that now just, like, comes out of my mouth, and I realize that it probably shouldn't in casual conversation. I don't. She also was like, well, you know, I'll just go to the gym tomorrow, and it'll be fine. All right. And then I proceeded to go home and eat popcorn and have a couple beers, and I'm gonna go to the gym today and not do any cardio to burn off all those bad calories from, you know, the yeast in the beer. I don't know. Lower body hypertrophy day, Captain Crunch in my stomach. I'm a little worried about today, a little worried. Well, today's a long session, so here we go. Alright, day 3 recap. The morning after, I got a little busy last night, so I couldn't shoot the video. Energy going into the gym was good. I talked about this a little bit on my log. Yesterday was kind of a rage day till the early evening, and it appears to have returned this morning. But energy going in was great. I was a little leery about how things were going to hold up. Pretty long session, about 75 minutes, probably my longest. I need to work on cutting that down a little bit. Did speed squats, front squats, leg presses, stiff leg, some other accessory work. No drag, no heaviness. The only weird thing that did happen is for the first time since I was a cardio kid, my stomach started growling about in my second set, I think, of calf raises, which is weird to me because I don't usually get very hungry. I don't get hungry during my workouts. I do try and throw back a shake right after, though, kind of to stave off that feeling, because I'm, you know, afraid of going catabolic. But we'll see. If that happens again today, I don't know. I don't know if it's directly related to the captain or if it's because, you know, I need to up my calories again. It's a little tangent, but I think it should be included. I went from eating what was my projected maintenance of 1,800 calories, and then beginning of January, I bumped it up to about 2,000 to 2,000. Then I've been at a steady 2,000, I think, since like the 5th of January. More than I have been eating in like 2.5 years. One of those people who did the opposite of what others did. Underestimated my needs and underestimated my activity factor, particularly when I was doing all that cardio. So to get hungry in the middle of work, that's kind of weird. But the captain did me good.